Here are the latest coronavirus numbers for Kansas and Missouri. The state of Kansas added 159 new cases since Monday, with a total of more than 10,000 cases. Missouri is reporting 192 new cases, with a total of more than 13,000 cases. Kansas is reporting an average of 3.8% of tests are coming back positive for coronavirus. That's the average over a 7-day period. The World Health Organization wants that number to be at or below 10% to ensure adequate testing. In Missouri, 6.4% of all tests have come back positive. Today, KMBC 9 is investigating a cluster of cases at an East Kansas City manufacturing plant. The health department says more than 200 people connected to that facility have tested positive. Investigative reporter Matt Fleener shares the story of a worker who is now asking to get paid during quarantine.
I pack paper plates. It's a paper company.
One of those employees is Kevin Bradford.
Bradford, he's a temp worker for Aspen, saying he tested positive over the weekend for COVID-19. Now off the job, he says, for 14 days, saying he won't be paid.
Talked to the boss man this morning, said he ain't going to compensate me for this.
Bradford reached out to KMBC 9 News with concerns, so we called Aspen Products. The president of the company said temp employees would not get paid during quarantine since they are at will. He said Aspen's regular employees will get vacation pay or sick pay. He also said employees temporary or regular are able to get their job back. Meanwhile, Bradford is just asking for help now he can't work.
I want to get compensated, wouldn't you?
We're also reaching out to Bradford's staffing agency to hear more. And if you work here or anywhere else and you're concerned about pay during quarantine, I want to hear from you. Email me at investigates@kmbc.com. Matt Fleener, KMBC 9 News.
New federal law gives employers tax breaks to pay employees during quarantine. That's for businesses, though, less than 500 people. Aspen employs approximately 850. We continue watching how many people have recovered from the virus. Of 1,400 cases in Wyandotte County, its health department says 492 people have recovered. Johnson County, Kansas is reporting 531 people recovering, and Leavenworth County says more than 1,000 people who tested positive have also recovered. More than 800 of the recovered cases in Leavenworth are from the Lansing Correctional Facility. Temperature-sensitive cameras are now being installed at private businesses and hospitals across the metro and beyond. KMBC 9's Kelly Gibbs has a closer look now at the technology and a local store now selling it.
It's new technology now sought after in the age of COVID-19.
It's easy to sell something that you're excited about, that you know is going to help people.
Electronic Supply Co. Inc. in Kansas City is one of the first stores in the metro to carry these temperature-sensitive cameras.
So it does a facial recognition, and above my face it has a temperature of 97.9 degrees, which is green, stating that I'm at a safe temperature to enter the building.
Some also have the ability to set off a siren if a temperature reads too high. The cameras can also lock doors and send an email or text message to staff, alerting them with a photo, time, and date of the incident. Sales representatives here say food processing plants, call centers, and hospitals have all been buyers.
It's kind of taken off. It's kind of taken off right now.
The cameras can take multiple temperatures at one time, eliminating the need for an employee to conduct individual temperature checks in person.
People don't want to have people constantly monitoring that, so this is something that you can kind of just not have to think about.
A convenience not only demonstrated at the store, but also in full use in an effort to keep employees at the counter safe. In Kansas City, Kelly Gibbs, KMBC 9 News.
Those cameras sold locally range in price from $1,000 to $10,000. There's a new delay in the Mission Gateway project. Developers are pausing construction due to financial issues. Construction stopped at Rowan Johnson back in March to help slow the spread of coronavirus. Crews plan to start back up. However, due to the economy, finances were impacted. Developers are trying to find alternative funding and plan to move forward. COVID-19 is impacting college entrance exams. The company behind the SATs wants to provide a home version of the test this year. However, workers say it's not possible because they can't guarantee all students would have access to the same technology. The at-home test would require 3 hours of uninterrupted internet access. Test workers are asking colleges to be more flexible with testing requirements. In-person SATs are scheduled to resume in August.